starting goaltender for the Storm, Jamie Sanford, 4 goals allowed on 23 shots. That'll be it for her, as she has been replaced by Ryleigh Maxwell, the backup for this Storm team, number 58, as she will get her first taste of Esso Cup action, albeit a little earlier than she would have liked. As we get set for period number 2, Zach Marks alongside you here on hnlive.ca. Appreciate you tuning in on this Easter Sunday. A happy Easter to everyone at home watching this one. We appreciate you spending your holiday with us with this Esso Cup opening matchup. North York looking to respond. Outshot 23-11 in the opening period. Will look to change that and challenge Terrence Sutter a little bit more than they did in that opening period, as the captain skates right in, looking to do precisely what I said, as Lazarou drops it off for Paisley. Paisley walks off the wall, shoots. Oh, and that one handcuffed Sutter a little bit. She makes the save and holds on, but good look there for North York as they look to respond. They'll go right to left on your screens at home for this second period. Nice chat with Colby Ash in between periods. Lazarou, nice move. Lets a shot go. She scores! Right off the face-off, the captain puts it bottom corner and gets the Storm on the board. It's 4-1. And that is how you respond. 21 seconds into the period, and North York are within 3 as they get back the late dagger from Sadie Green with 2.8 seconds to go in that opening period. It was Green getting one past Sanford to make it 4-0. And who knows if that was the goal that ended her day or if it was a decision after an earlier goal. We can only guess up here, not knowing the mindset of head coach George Tryfon. As we got a penalty coming up here. And for the second time in this game, it will be the Saskatoon Stars going to the power play, as a tripping call sends DaCosta to the penalty box. Stars 0 for 1 so far on the power play. Face-off won by Saskatoon as they control. Haley Duchesne working down low. Plays it back to the point. Mormon goes across for Green. Green lets a shot go. Caught and held by Maxwell, who holds on. So a chance for the Stars to respond immediately after that early goal from North York. At face-off, one to the half wall. Tied up in a pair of skates and eventually pulled free by Sadie Green. Back up top for Shayla Carroll. Back to Green. Fired across for Mormon. Lost it in her skates. And now a chance the other way. McLean shorthanded, trying to beat Carroll in a race. McLean driving towards the front of the net. Couldn't get it in front of Sutter, but still with possession is 17 in white. She'll look to trap it against the end wall and kill some clock. But it's pulled free by Green. Gets it over to Mormon. Now back into the zone comes Bernie, who had the second goal of the first period. As a good save from the Storm goaltender Sanford. Rebound kicked right to Bernie, who made no mistake into a mostly empty net. It's pulled free by Van Sickle. Flipped ahead, that one ahead, and now McLean's got a short-handed breakaway. She's got Soja trying to catch up. McLean right in, fought off the rebound. Soja on goal as well. Sutter makes that save and holds on. The North York Storm waking up here in the middle frame. A couple of good chances, but unable to find a second. They're shorthanded as for a second time in this game. Sutter slams the door shut on a shorthanded breakaway. Face-off one back, and there's Colby Ash, who's knocked off stride, tied up, trying to play it from her knees, succeeded, and it's played ahead out to center. Hindle will send that back in. Ash with possession. Ash gets it ahead. Dykey, nice pass onto the stick of Broadfoot. Broadfoot into the zone. Drives wide. That one went off the end wall and will be found by Anastasia Trifon, who gets it down the ice. Puck loose, pulled free by Saskatoon. That pass, dangerous, nearly turned over. Broadfoot got a stick on it to prevent it from being a turnover, and then Ash won the battle, got it over to number 10, who starts the rush. Here comes Broadfoot. Left-hand side, looking for a pass. Elects to slow down, now trying to direct it towards the goal as the power play has expired. A successful penalty kill for North York, their second of the game. Keeps it at a 4-1 deficit as now Alex Kent will skate into the zone. Kent waits, tried to get a lot of shot go, that was blocked, he went right back to her. Kent makes a move around Fry, trying to take it to the net. Puck is loose and it's pulled free by Addison Fry, who will look to alleviate a little bit of pressure. Trying to feed it ahead, that was blocked. Fry still battling and now works it ahead for Streleski, who goes for Petford. Petford, chip and chase on Van Sickle. She's got it. Petford trying to drive towards the net. Left it behind. Might have been a wet patch there after the Zamboni. Now a puck loose. A shot. Oh, that one snapped wide of the net by the Saskatoon Star forward Avery Berry. Was sniffing around. Now played ahead. Petford going after it once more. Similar patterns to that opening period. Saskatoon not giving North York much time to breathe in their own zone on their breakouts, and it's allowed them to maintain possession and a whole lot of pressure inside the Storm's defensive zone, and forcing mistakes like this. An icing call going against North York, which will prevent the line change that they wanted. So the long change in the middle frame, always something to keep an eye on. And we'll see if tired bodies for North York can be capitalized on by the Stars. Face-off, one back by Saskatoon, but that went off a skate into the far corner. Duchesne able to cut off the clearing attempt. Now a second chance for Lazarou, who's got the only goal of this game for North York. Came 21 seconds into this middle frame. Breaking the goose egg that Taryn Sutter had put up through 20 minutes of play. She had 2 in the regular season, added 1 in the playoffs as well for the Saskatoon Stars. That one dribbles wide. Now a pass in front, and nobody home to slam it towards goal for North York. As now the Storm trying to get some pressure going here. Lazarou bumps into the Star that was green, and now into the zone comes Duchesne. Duchesne into the corner. Waiting, feeds it back up top. Dykey lets a shot go. It's blocked, and now could be a break the other way. Ella Harding in a foot race. Catches up to that loose puck, trying to muscle her way to the goal, but Dykey recovered. Knocked her off stride as the puck's down low. There you hear the bugle horn from the far side as the Saskatoon fans cheering that defensive effort as the Stars come away with possession. Now chipped into the zone. Cruzel tips it in, and it's taken over by Saskatoon. Tipped ahead, and Pavlov will go after it as her teammates change. Maxwell trying to play it up the wall, turned it over. Stars looking to capitalize. Pass in front off a stick. Broussard got it to a teammate, that was Beaudry, whose backhand was turned aside by Maxwell. Now McLean was stopped on a shorthanded breakaway earlier in the period, drives her way in. Storm have had some good zone entries in this first game, just haven't really been able to get a lot on goal as they center that one, and Soja couldn't get a stick on it. It was blocked by Fry. Now McLean might have had her stick lifted at the last second. Speaking of stick lifts, Soja battling, and is this going against Fry or Soja? It's going against Fry, and that looks to be a holding the stick penalty. No, just a holding itself. So for the first time in this game, a look at the North York power play as Fry heads off with 13:43 to go for holding. Now, unfortunately, unable to find any power play statistics for North York through the regular season and playoffs. Saskatoon's penalty kill, though, took 100 penalties in the regular season. They killed off 88 of them, allowing just 12 power play goals. That's 88%. As they look to kill off this one, as Lazarus shot wide of the target. And a chance for Freeman to clear the zone. Couldn't get it out. Second time of asking, though. It is sent down the ice by Carroll. Lazarus has got the lone goal so far here for North York. Looking to pull her team back into it. Lazarus. Still with possession is the captain. Dishes off now. Van Sickle looking. Dishes off. No shot yet for the Storm on this power play that's 45 seconds old. Van Sickle's got it down low. Walks off the wall, trying to cut to the middle, ends up dropping it back for Paisley, who finally lets a shot go. That was stopped by Sutter. The rebound sat there, but was cleared by Saskatoon. Gathered back up by North York. It's McLean over. Finds Trefon back in front, and it's cleared by Saskatoon as a good look in front of the net. Could not be capitalized on, but now a quick up for Van Sickle. Can she get it ahead? Good block there, but now Trefon trying to get it towards the goal. It was knocked away. Martin, she's got it down low, tied up by Dykey. Still trying to pry that puck free. It comes up the wall towards the net. Soja trying to drive, and that one knocked down. Broussard the other way will send it the length of the ice. Still a bit of a pile up in front of Sutter's goal. Now it comes loose. Time ticking on the power play. Just 15 seconds left in the first advantage for this North York team. Soja for DaCosta. Walks to Cruzel. Cruzel a shot, and that one off a body ricochets out the end wall right back out in front. And Sutter will take no chances with it, covering up for a whistle. Face off to the right of the goaltender. As the Storm made a line change that the ref deemed not allowed, so Soja's going to sit right at the blue line, and a safe bet she is going to go right off once this puck is dropped. And yeah, sure enough, that is the game plan, as out of the box comes Fry, a successful PK for the Stars as the deficit maintains at 4-1. As an icing call against the Stars coming up here. Face off to the left of Sutter. One straight back by Sadie Green as Saskatoon controls. Petford ahead for Green. Nice work there to take the pass, drive around Hindle. Green backhand across, just out of the reach of Duchesne. Duchesne got it on the far side now. She's tied up down low. Pulled free, Duchesne's got it again. Backhand pass over to Streleski, who takes it off a bounce. And now has it, puts it towards the net. Ooh, that one tipped just wide, as I believe Green got a stick on it. Now Petford's got possession. Petford off the wall, trying to shoot it. Did, and Maxwell will catch that one and hold on, as after out shooting the Storm 23-11 in the opening period, your Stars currently being outshot 7-2 as we approach the halfway point of the hockey game. So still out shooting North York 25-18 at this point. Puck is loose in front. Trying to find it. It's underneath the Saskatoon skater, and it's pulled free by North York. They played up the ice. Nice play there. Into the zone for North York is Paisley shooting. Blocker save made by Sutter. Van Sickle trapped that. Got it to Paisley. They work back in. Paisley's been everywhere in this game for North York. Centers. That shot just wide of the net as Lazarus let it fly. That one goes off the top of the net and out the other side. North York buzzing here in this middle frame, trying to generate some opportunities and maybe find their way back into this hockey game. Is that one off a stick? And did that leave the playing surface? Yeah, it caught part of the partition above the ice. As face-off will remain inside the Saskatoon zone. One of the last events to be held here at the Centennial Civic Center, as a new building in the works for here in Lloydminster. But a great old barn will play host this week here in the border city. We are on the Saskatchewan side of the border. As the puck tied up, pulled free by Brassard. She'll skate into the zone. Brassard knocked away. And now Soja will gain the red line, send it in deep. Sutter out to slow it up as we've crossed the halfway point of the middle frame, and by virtue of that, the halfway point of the contest itself. Icing waved off here. Going after it is Beaudry against Frasca. They tied each other up, and that allowed Hindle to come in and just take possession. Gets it to McLean. Chips it past, goes after it for North York. Pulled free by Pavlov, plays up the wall, bouncing puck. Can Beaudry get there? Yes, she can. Kennedy Beaudry out to center. She'll send it in deep, get a line change here as North York's Ryleigh Maxwell leaves it there for a teammate. Now into the zone. It's found by DaCosta. Saskatoon trying to get back on the front foot here in the middle frame. And speaking with Colby Ash, he just said, don't give them any life. Don't give them hope. We're up 4-0. You just got to keep playing the way you're playing. And here in the second period, North York's been able to kind of put the pedal to the metal and get at least a bit of momentum here. Icing going to be waved off as winning the race was Anastasia Trifon. She's going to head off on a change as her teammates go to work. Cruzel navigating, knocked away from her. Now Petford on the near side. Couldn't beat Cruzel to that loose puck. It's kept in. Now Martin's got it down low. Trying to center. Bernie blocked that. Takes over. Peyton Bernie, who's got what would stand up as the game winner should this scoreline remain. Petford towards the net. That one wide of the target. Might have been looking for Bernie in front. Instead, North York out to center. Kent couldn't quite take that puck cleanly. Now has it and flips it ahead. Played up the wall. That's Hindle who holds it in. And that allows Lazarou to go to work down low. Battling forward is Demi Lazarou against a pair of Stars defenders. Paisley came in to help out. Now she's got possession. At the top of the zone, Lily Paisley crosses with Van Sickle. Now looks for an option. Paisley reverses for Harding. Couldn't collect that. Lazarou now battling against Green in the corner. Played up the wall. Paisley trying to push it up ice, unable to do so. Now it's a nice move from Lazarou. Centering pass, knocked away there. Duchesne takes over, feeds it across. That one split the difference between Petford and Mormon. Now Petford's clearing attempt fails, and Paisley's got it for North York as they come back in. Paisley a long shot, blocked away by Sutter. Contested more regularly here in this middle frame. Beaten once in the early going, but has been solid ever since over the last few minutes. As that one down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against Saskatoon with exactly 7 to go in period number 2. 4-1, the Stars lead with 7 to go in period number 2. The Storm buzzing, looking to get back to within a pair. I think if you can cut the lead down to 2 heading into that third period, you be in a strong position if you're North York, as long as you can keep that momentum flowing through the intermission. Long shot from Green. I don't know, settling down low after going off a stick. As it sits down low on the half wall, trying to pry it free, and doing so was Saskatoon, as that shot from Broadfoot fought off by Maxwell. Her best save of this second period, since coming in relief of starter Jamie Sanford to start the frame. Played up the wall. That'll sit on the half wall. Eventually pulled free. McLean skates into the zone. Looks for an option. Tried to put it in front. That was at about head height, and Broadfoot will pick it up on the far side, trying to skate it out. and just into the neutral territory as Saskatoon gathers it up, and Broadfoot will start the rush. Kayla Broadfoot into the zone. She's got Ash and Freeman with her. Drop pass for Ash. The shot blocked and ends up in the near side corner. Pinching down there was Stefan. Now we played around. And that one will go down the ice. Stefan chases after it. Stefan for Freeman, who was tied up by Kuzel. As North York steals, couldn't get a shot away though. Ash came back defensively and took it away. Kuzel back to Frasca. Frasca intercepted by Ash. Good stretch there from 27 in green. This is now tied up in front of the penalty boxes. Kent comes in to pick it up, and now it's Frasca. Frasca will start in, makes a move around one, tried to get around a second, but unable to do so as out to center come the Stars. Pavlov chipped and chased. Ash is going to go after it. Colby Ash tied up down low, trying to find an option. Still with possession is 2-7. Now she'll leave it at the line. Long shot kicked away by Maxwell. Centering pass taken away by Frasca. She's just going to try and send that the length of the ice. Doesn't have enough. Yes, indeed it does. Icing going to be the call against North York. They will not be able to change with 4:34 to go. Tired bodies out there for the Storm. Face off to the right of the goaltender. As wingers are going to get pushed back here, so we'll do the face off over again. Saskatoon just 4 shots here in this second period, and they're unable to capitalize on that offensive zone draw with some tired Storm skaters as that one's chipped down the ice right onto Maxwell. What's she going to do with it? She will cover it up, and that will give her teammates a chance to change and a chance for us to step aside for our immediate timeout. 4:21 to go in period number 2. 4-1, Saskatoon lead the North York Storm here at the 2025 Esso Cup.
Zablocki drives and scores!
Women's hockey is on the rise in Canada. Familiar legends have pushed the game to new heights. Be there when the stars of tomorrow take center ice and thousands of cheering fans rise to their feet. The 2026 IIHF U18 Women's World Championship is coming to Canada. See the rise. Sign up for the priority list for free at hockeycanada.ca by April 26th for a chance to win a signed Team Canada jersey.
Welcome back inside the Centennial Civic Center here in Lloydminster, Alberta. There you see Demi Lazarou, the captain of the North York Storm, who's got the only goal in this contest thus far for her team. Came 21 seconds into the period as the North York Storm looking to pry their way back into this one, as the faceoff will be inside the Storm zone. As the faceoff to the left coming up here. As we are back underway. And a chance here for North York to go after it. That one, though, Harding going to win the race for, so icing waved off. Played around the wall. And now it'll be played up ice. Here's Petford. Left the puck behind, tried to drop it off. Stolen away. Back in. Saskatoon trying to drive to the net. Now a long shot wide of the target. That had some zip from the blue line off the stick of Stefan, but unable to find the target, and now North York will skate it out to center. Down the ice it rolls. Gathered up by Saskatoon. Turned over, chance for Paisley, a shot, stopped the rebound. And that's cleared by Saskatoon. Nervy moments there for the Stars in front of their own net as the Storm press to cut the lead down before the break. Here we get a whistle as Sutter will hold on. 3:06 to go in period number 2. It'll be to the left of Sutter's goal, who has made now 21 stops in this one. As by far the busier of the two goaltenders here. 11 shots now faced in this second period compared to 4 down the other end for Maxwell. Duchesne comes away with that puck. Tried to feed it behind the net. Two Storm players battling for it, and they've come away with it. McLean trying to backhand it. Puck is sitting there, and it's covered up by Sutter, who holds on. No chances there taken by Sutter as the Storm buzzing here. We'll look at Audrey Soja, 11 goals in the regular season. 55 games played for 27 in white. She loses this face-off to Sadie Green. The Storm winning races that they weren't winning in that first period, so whatever was said in between periods working so far, although only able to find one to get past Sutter. Now looking to respond is Green. Back to the point. Mormon couldn't handle it. And now a chance here. Anastasia Trifun trying to get after it, but good work from Mormon, who takes over and leaves it there for her D partner. Kroll for Anderson. Anderson up the wall. Hindle will hold that in. And now Kroll's got it. Off the boards. It's played around. Duchesne banks it ahead. It could be a 2-on-1 here. Green has Anderson with her. Green works in, shoots, fought off by Maxwell. Not sure what she caught a piece of the puck with, but it stayed out. And then, oh, big collision there as Ash and Soja colliding as the 227s up. And Ash feeling some discomfort there. Hopefully she's okay for Saskatoon, as we'll keep an eye on that. Back the other way, though, comes Saskatoon inside the final 90 seconds. Puck bouncing towards the goal. Ends up in behind the net. Broadfoot battling. Pulled out by Michaela Broadfoot, trying to center it. Couldn't find Freeman, who comes in to help out now. Knocked down low. Centering pass intended for Freeman. Ends up going off a stick. Steffen will hold that in, though. Steffen checked. Broussard in the high slot, wanting that puck in front. Not going to happen as it's tied up in the corner as we enter the final minute of play in period number 2. Now up ice. Guzel, nice play to get around one, but chases after the other. Streleski had her pocket picked. Good recovery, though, from Freeman as that puck pried loose. Streleski lost it to Cruzel. Cruzel out of the corner, looking for an option. Cruzel, sharp angle shot off the side of the net. Kent, right back to number 44, as Lauren Cruzel battling for it, but knocked away from her and out to center for Saskatoon. Broadfoot couldn't carry on as DaCosta interrupted that. And now maybe one last chance for the Stars. They scored in the final minute of the first. Do they have something here in the second? Broadfoot gonna win that race despite being at the end of a long shift. She's been out there for nearly 2 minutes as number 10, but still battling for it as it's worked up the wall. Bouncing puck at the blue line, comes out to center. Lazaru's got to be quick. Time running out. Can she get a shot away? No, she cannot. 4 Stars converge on her to prevent that from getting on goal. And after 2 periods of play, the North York captain is cut into the lead, but it remains a 4-1 Saskatoon lead through 2 periods of play. We'll step aside here from Lloydminster before coming back for an interview. We'll be joined by a member of the North York Storm when we return to Lloydminster.
Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh! No. Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores.
HN Live Plus will also bring high-quality video production, video editing, and social media support to help grow your brand. Join the fastest growing sports streaming company in North America, HN Live Plus. Call today and showcase your content.
"40 minutes in the books here in Lloydminster, and it's the North York Storm who trail the Saskatoon Stars 4-1. And we're joined down at ice level by the Storm captain, Demi Lazarou. Demi, not the start your team would have wanted in that first period, but a good response in the second. What did you make of your team's effort in that middle frame?
I think in the second period we got our effort up a lot. I think that's helping us make a comeback here. We just got to keep getting shots on net because we got lots of chances. We just got to start burying.
You did bury one of those chances just 21 seconds into the second period off a face-off. Walk me through what you saw on the play.
That's one of our classic plays, and I got the puck and just tried to get it through the players, tried to use the player as a screen, and hope it went through the goalie, and it worked, so happy about that.
What does it mean to you to be playing with this group of girls on the national stage?
It's incredible. This is an incredible experience, and to be here 2 years in a row, it's pretty crazy, and I'm really excited.
All right, appreciate the time, Demi. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you so much.
Demi Lazarou with the North York Storm. Her group's got some work to do in the third period, trailing 4-1 through 40 minutes of play. We will step aside from Lloydminster, Alberta, before coming back for third period action on hnlive.ca. Stay with us.
Adrenaline Source for Sports has just opened another location in Calgary. The new 15,000 square foot store is located in the northwest part of the city at Northland Village Mall. Adrenaline Source for Sports has all things hockey, including a stick zone, a skate shop for expert sharpening, and a baseball section and batting cage with Hit Tracks technology. Oh! Adrenaline Source for Sports for all your hockey and baseball needs.
That counts. Yeah, we're going to count that one.
Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh! No. Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores.
HN Live Plus will also bring high-quality video production, video editing, and social media support to help grow your brand. Join the fastest growing sports streaming company in North America, HN Live Plus. Call today and showcase your content.
Get the game right at your fingertips. The Hockey Canada Network gives coaches and players the tools to excel in all areas of the game. Drills, skill videos, practice plans, and articles from some of the best in the game are available on your Android or iOS device, anywhere, anytime.
Whether you're learning to skate or playing under the brightest lights in the game, hockey leaves its mark on everyone who participates. We believe that Canada's game belongs to all Canadians. But in order to be her, she must first see her. That's why we're dedicated to supporting girls and women on the ice and behind the bench. Girls who enjoy the benefits of hockey grow into strong and empowered women. Girls grow when they play hockey, and hockey grows when girls play, because hockey is hers.
Hi, I'm Danielle Serdachny. I'm here in Leduc for the World Girls Ice Hockey Weekend.
There are 67 events across Canada with 12,000 participants. So Leduc Minor Hockey Association is one of 5 associations across Alberta hosting events this year.
just being here today with all these girls and seeing how they have dreams and aspirations of playing hockey one day. It's so important that they're able to see it, whether that be across the media or on TV or in person. So I think just being here is really special for myself and hopefully for them to know that if they can see it, they can be it.
It's a celebration of female hockey. It's not only just the players, but it's about the moms and the supporters, the coaches, everybody that's involved. Leduc has been growing our female program for a number of years, and it's one of these things where I really feel it's important to highlight how important it is to have female hockey in Leduc.
I think it's so important to celebrate the game like this. Being here is really special for me too, because it kind of puts everything into perspective for me as a hockey player, and hopefully they can have someone to look up to as well.
What's up, Murph? Pretty average, you? Yeah? You should be. Oh, welcome. Sorry, guys, we were halfway done the session, but we'll start again. Eyes, go. Good, up top. Go. As soon as we lift up, our upper bodies go on the opposite way we want to. So we want to drive around, have our weight over this lead leg, and then explode into position, okay? Let's go. Right on. That's better. I like that. You like that?
Yeah.
I like that. Shoulders, eyes, go. Better. Okay, when we're getting up, our feet aren't outside our body. Our feet are inside our shoulders so we can move and react again if we have to. So now full power here. So we're exploding the spot, not bouncing up and down, staying smooth. Every pass has to be on the tape. For any pass not on the tape, we're going, what are we doing, Paul? 5 up and downs? Good. Let's work on getting our heels around, staying loaded, and giving a hard flat pass here. Too much, Murph? It's a big summer in the gym. No misses? Okay.
I think that deserves free coffee for all of us.
No problem. No problem. In the hotel, I got you. No pressure, but the future of Canadian goaltending is in your 2 hands right now. You want this one?
That one?
Yeah. You might actually be left-handed. You ever thought of that? With a play like that? Set our feet. Set our feet. There we go. Hey. You don't do that to my advantage. All right? So again, it's good. We can work on depth. We can work on what's going on out front. Okay.
The low average.
Wow. Slightly above. But you've caught me on a good day.
Dear Hockey, thank you.
You're more than just a game. We can always count on you.
From sunrise to well past sunset, you've created lifelong friendships, unforgettable memories, and united our country time and time again.
From lacing up our skates for the first time to falling in love on the ODR.
And scoring a goal that can be heard from coast to coast to coast.
And the greatest part?
The best is yet to come.
I think what you see with Simon is just he's that little Energizer bunny. He's the kid with the music in the dressing room. He's the one that's getting dressed first, then walk around and talking to the other kids. He's definitely a big part of that personality of our team.
He is very smart kid. He's really focused on what he's doing. When he's in the net, he's very concentrated, so he develops himself.
He like it. He very like hockey, and
he like a lot of people in team, a lot of friends, and now he feeling here like at home.
I'm really proud of Anastasia because she's very strong and she does everything for her family, for her kids. She was trying to find activities for kids, for boys, to replace those that they had in Ukraine.
One night I need to complete my clothes, complete my sons, and decide to leave Ukraine. I came to Canada. First time we live with my friends. They helped me step by step, and
new chapter in our life.
yeah. First time Simon with his friends play on backyard at hockey and very likes the sport. And when Simon decided to be hockey goalie, I understand that it's very expensive. And my friend asked me that program and helped me make application. I had a mail that I approved my application, and I was very happy.
Having the ability to help the people that wouldn't necessarily be able to do it, to help them come and play Canada's game, right? So they came from the Ukraine. The Ukraine is hockey, it's not their game. They've come here, and because of that fund, they're able to actually go in, interact, and adopt it. And now, if you had to ask Simon what his favorite sport is, I got a pretty good idea what the answer is going to be.
What I love about hockey is like when you're on a team, and when you save a shot, everybody is pounding on your head, and you're like, "Hey, I did it!"
You can tell right away that he will be successful in what he's doing because he really puts all him into this activity. I'm so thankful for people who think about these things. It's truly something very important to one kid, and they have chance to play game that they wanted to, they like to play. This is incredible.
Now when he start play hockey, he feeling liberated, yes, and he feeling better, feeling that he important here, and it's important for me.
Thank you, Hockey Canada Foundation, for giving me an assist.
Third period action about to get underway here at the 2025 Esso Cup as the Saskatoon Stars leading the North York Storm by a 4-1 count through 40 minutes of play. It was 4-0 after one. North York has pulled one back, courtesy of their captain, Demi Lazarou. And they will look to battle their way back here in the third period. Felt that they'd got on the offensive wheels, got on the forecheck a little bit more in that middle frame, which allowed them to create chances, but felt that they needed to capitalize more often as they look to claw their way back into this one. Zach Marks alongside you here on hnlive.ca. We hope you're enjoying the action thus far and what has been a good one, a 4-1 game that hasn't felt like a 4-1 game. Both teams with chances. Saskatoon's just been able to bury a little bit more often than North York as the Storm. You heard Lazarou in between periods talking about how special it was to be back here for a second consecutive year as she looks to improve last year's medal to gold this year. As we got a delayed offside against Saskatoon off that, and a change in the lineup as Haley Duchesne out there with Broadfoot and Freeman. That's normally Colby Ash's spot, but she collided with Audrey Soja in that second period, went off and appeared to be in some considerable amounts of pain, and unfortunately does not appear to be taking her regular shift. We will keep an eye on that as time rolls on, though. Van Sickle lets a shot go, blockered away by Sutter, who's been good in this game. 23 saves now in this first contest, and now Haley Duchesne, look at the wheels down the left-hand side, busting in, passes across, just missed Broadfoot as she had Maxwell beat, but could not get it across to her teammate to put it into that open cage, and now the pass too far ahead of Broadfoot as we have an icing call against Saskatoon. As the face-off all the way back down into the Stars' end of play. A look at Broadfoot, so close to her first of the tournament. Scored 14 in the regular season, added a couple in the playoff run, but unable to find her first of the Esso Cup here today. Face-off one back, cleared out to center by Saskatoon, who know a good, strong defensive effort for less than 20 minutes now, just under 19 to go. And they will start the tournament off with a regulation victory, which of course is going to be key. Points ever so important as this one goes on. As mentioned off the top, if you're just joining us, top 4 teams will qualify for the semifinals, as that one's covered up by Sutter. 1 will play 4, 2 will play 3 in the semifinals on Friday, and the winners of those will play for the Esso Cup on the Saturday, that one going at 5 p.m. local time. Will be available here on hnlive.ca as well as on TSN Plus and Isle Day S as it's played up ice. Broussard was tied up, and that'll be taken over by Victoria Cruzel. Lost it down low. Hindle there to take over, though. Now gets it ahead. Tryfon over for McLean. Too far in front of her. Addison Fry will play it ahead for Broussard. Kinley Broussard got it ahead for Green, who's got the 4th goal for Saskatoon in this game. Came with 2.8 seconds to play in that opening period. As Saskatoon scored 4 goals on 23 shots. That was the end of Jamie Sanford's day. It has been Ryleigh Maxwell since, as it's Maxwell who makes this save and holds on. She's now faced 8 shots total, so the shot totals have favored North York since the start of the second period, 14-8 overall. As it's one back, Carroll. Long shot, that one off a leg and out the other side. First of 3 games on this Easter Sunday. We hope you have a happy holiday with you and yours, wherever it is you're tuning in from, as Grizel works in, lets a shot go wide of the net. As down low, it's pushed free. Taken over by Saskatoon. They'll push it ahead. Saskatoon has a matchup with the Quebec region champion, that being Les Étoiles de Lenaudière tomorrow, or in that morning game, in the 11 a.m. game again. Meanwhile, it will be another matchup against a team named the Stars for North York. They'll get the Eastern Stars tomorrow at 3 p.m. Hoping to claw their way back into this one against the Saskatoon Stars, though, or the Storm, as they start back into the zone. Frasca, a long shot, that one wide of the net. Centering pass, Lazarus shot, blocked by Stefan, and the puck bounces towards Beaudry. Beat to that loose puck by Van Sickle, who had pinched down low. Now Lazarus dishing, that one Harding trying to center it. Puck is loose. Lazarus turning to shoot, blocked, and now that puck gathered up and pushed to the line by Duchesne. Hindle down for Stefan. Duchesne forced the turnover and helps it out to center. Does that have enough? No, they're going to wave off icing. I believe they've ruled Van Sickle could have played it, and she's got it in the far corner. Smooth skating defenseman for this North York team, Olivia Van Sickle, who's been very strong on day number one. Here's Lily Paisley. She's been good. She's done just about everything except put the puck in the net for North York. That pass intended for Harding was blocked. Good defensive sticks for the Stars throughout this game, particularly here in the third. As up ice, nice move from Duchesne to get around Cruzel. Duchesne's in, couldn't get a shot away. The puck is loose and gathered out and cleared by Van Sickle, who made a great play there on Duchesne to prevent the puck from ever reaching the goaltender. And now Broadfoot right back in. Broadfoot poked away from her by Cruzel. Now Brassard gathering up as Saskatoon trying to reestablish the 4-goal lead they had after 20. That lead lasted out for all of 23 in-game seconds. As 21 seconds into the second, it was Demi Lazarus who cut into the lead. No goal since, as it is pushed down low. Cruzel's got possession. Played ahead, that one kept in momentarily by Anderson. Now it comes out to center. McLean's got it, and she will backhand that into the zone. Mormon. Now McLean down low, nice move, trying to get a shot away. That'll go off a stick and into the far corner. And it's pushed ahead for Anderson. She'll bank it off the wall and out to center. Turn around quickly though by North York. As after dominating the first period in offensive zone pressure, Saskatoon has almost sat back a little bit with the lead, just trying to maintain the advantage. Trying to strike on the counter using the transition game. Obviously the speed you've seen of Haley Duchesne a factor down the stretch of this one. Here's Barry working in. She'll slow up and push it down low. Time spent away from their own net. All the more valuable for this Saskatoon team. Goal differential could potentially come up, but not of the utmost importance here on day number one. As an offside called against North York, and now for the first time a small conversation. It's been a relatively clean game. I haven't seen a ton of chippiness after the whistle stuff. Of course, two teams that have not played against one another. It's the beauty of the Esso Cup, aside from Edmonton and Lloydminster, who both play in the Alberta Female Hockey League in the U18 AAA division. These teams have not seen each other, except for perhaps some tournament games throughout the season. As up ice, the puck rolls. Duchesne couldn't quite get to that puck first. Now nearly picked the pocket of Martin, but it was knocked away. And Van Sickle's got it on the far side. Nice pass ahead for Cruzel. 2-on-1 developing here. Into the zone. Lauren Cruzel plays it across. Couldn't gather it up, could Martin. And now back the other way. Here comes Anderson. Anderson, 2-on-1 with Duchesne. Anderson trying to do it herself. Had it knocked away by Victoria Cruzel. Now played back up top. Fry across. Streleski, a shot. That one was blocked, and now the puck down low. Gathered up by the captain, Lazarus. She'll start up ice. Lazarus driving wide. Takes a shot. Stopped by Sutter, and the rebound is covered up by the Saskatoon netminder as she holds on. One Hockey Canada event underway here. The Canadian national women's team playing for gold at the World Championships here today over in Czechia. that game against the United States 2-2 in overtime, as we wish good luck to the women of the Canadian national team as they go into that extra frame of hockey. Could potentially be some future members of that team in these games. Always exciting to see the future of the game at the male and female level. As into the zone comes Bernie. Long shot. Oh, that one just over top the goal, as there was room above the head of Maxwell. Now the other way. In comes Harding, driving down the wing. Harding a shot wide of the target. That one might have caught iron and stayed out. Gruzel pinches down low. Paisley kept it in as well. Now a chance for Carroll to settle things down a little bit for Saskatoon. Turned it over to Paisley. Lily Paisley in the corner looking for an option. Watched closely by Shayla Carroll, and it's 17 in green who wins the battle. Gets it ahead, but they can't clear. Lazarou able to hold it in. She walks off the wall, fed across. Great save, rebound, they score! It's Paisley in front, who jams the rebound past Taryn Sutter, and the North York Storm are within 2. It's 4-2. Paisley had 33 goals in the regular season. And she goes to the net and finds a loose puck for her first of the Esso Cup. And now there's some life for the North York Storm. 11:49 to go in period number 3. And the deficit is just 2. How does Saskatoon respond? It's Frasca who will play it up ahead. And now it's chipped into the zone. Played down low. Broadfoot will pick it up. That one ahead, out of the reach of the captain, Freeman. The shot is wide of the net. Now tied up on the half wall, trying to pry that puck free. Put towards the goal. That one's blocked. And now Broadfoot hounded as she tried to escape the zone. Frasca stepped up and kept it in. Banked across. That one caught the end of the net and will nearly catch Steffan in possession. Instead, she gets it ahead for Brassard. Tied up on the half wall again. Stolen. McLean lost it. And now Broadfoot trying to get it out to center. And again, standing her up at the line. This time Van Sickle. As credit to the North York Storm. They're doing a great job of pinning Saskatoon in their own zone. Soja's shot into the skates of the defender. That was Dykey. And now it's played around for Steffan. Off the boards, down the ice. Icing going to be waved off. In fact, Maxwell's just going to cover this as Broadfoot was on her horse and was looking for that loose puck if it had presented itself, but Ryleigh Maxwell taking no such chances. 10 saves in between the pipes here on day number 1 in relief of Sanford. Stay tuned after the game for the player of the game presentations, along with an interview with the player of the game of the winning team here on day number 1 of the Esso Cup, as North York looking to come back here in between. After falling behind 4-0 in the first period, they've scored the last 2, now looking for more. Pass in front. Oh, that one fought off by Sutter as a backhand from Kent nearly caught her wrong-footed. Kent does well to help keep it in. Now it's pushed towards the line and out to center, and now a chance here for Pavlov. Into the zone, a long shot caught, and that'll be held on to by Maxwell for a whistle with 9:56 to go in period number 3. North York are within 2 as we step aside from the Centennial Civic Center. We'll be back in about a minute's time for the rest of this third period from the Esso Cup.
Whether you're learning to skate or playing under the brightest lights in the game, hockey leaves its mark on everyone who participates. We believe that Canada's game belongs to all Canadians. But in order to be her, she must first see her. That's why we're dedicated to supporting girls and women on the ice and behind the bench. Girls who enjoy the benefits of hockey grow into strong and empowered women. Girls grow when they play hockey, and hockey grows when girls play, because hockey is hers.
Join the fans of Canada's game across the country and around the world and be a Hockey Canada insider. Receive news and features about Team Canada, events, promotions, and much more. Sign up at hockeycanada.ca/insider.
Welcome back inside the Centennial Civic Center, and there you see Ryleigh Maxwell coming in relief to start the second period, and she has been dialed in. 10 saves, make that 11 saves in just over 30 minutes of action, and she has helped keep her team within a pair. They've battled their way back to a 4-2 deficit. Time running out, though, 9:56 to play here in period number 3, as the Storm will look to pry their way back in. Saskatoon, meanwhile, with an offensive zone draw here and a chance to maybe add on, get back to that 3-goal advantage they started the period with. Lily Paisley with the goal that has cut the deficit down for North York. Zach Marks alongside you here on HNLive.ca. Appreciate you tuning in, as that one played out to center, and Mormon will put it right back into the North York zone. DaCosta plays it up the wall for Lazarou. Lazarou trying to break through Carroll and did just that. Lazarou with Paisley. Lazarou, Paisley couldn't get the shot away. As Sutter got across, didn't end up having to make a save. Not sure if she would have or not, as that chance goes for naught. Now here's Green trying to break in on Van Sickle, who again, great defensive play there, and then the puck rifled up into the netting for a whistle. As Sadie Green, who's got the 4th goal, the insurance marker as it stands for Saskatoon. She heads off on a line change, replaced by Bernie and Herline. As that puck pulled free, Brassard lets a shot go. That's stuffed from a sharp angle by Maxwell. At the line, that'll be kept in. Gathered up, can Brassard hold it in? No. Delayed offside against Saskatoon. Now they could go after it, but they'll elect to peel off a little bit as Crizel's pass too far in front of its intended target, and Saskatoon take over. Soja applying pressure on Brassard. Now it comes free out to center. Bernie couldn't collect it cleanly. Now it's played up ice by North York. Steffen looking for an option. She'll skate it out to center. Danielle Steffen, nice move. She's right in. Steffen shoots. Glove save made by Maxwell, who holds on for the whistle. So face-off coming to the right of the goaltender yet again. It'll be Broadfoot out there to take this face-off. And this one, they're going to push the wingers back, so now it's won back by the Storm, but Duchesne activates, gets to that loose puck first. Now Broadfoot down low. Broadfoot trying to push it down into the corner, knocked away from her by Martin. Hindle trying to clear, that hit Broadfoot. Now Michaela Broadfoot's got it down low. She's tied up. She wanted a call, none coming, and the face-off, or rather the pass ahead, goes off a stick down the ice, and that'll be an icing call against the Storm. Face-off to the left of Maxwell's goal here. Shot still in favor of Saskatoon. They're now 36-28 here in the late stages of the third, as they lead it 4-2. A game that looked like it might have been a blowout. Now a chance in front. Duchesne off the goalpost. Out the other side. The rebound. They score. Broadfoot found Duchesne in front. 11 couldn't beat the goalie and the post. Broadfoot there to stuff home the rebound. And just like that, Saskatoon's got a 3-goal lead yet again. That's a big goal for Saskatoon. They got some pressure going out of that media timeout. And it's Michaela Broadfoot who buries her first of this tournament. Nearly had it earlier in the period. But she'll take it now as it's a 5-2 lead for the Saskatoon Stars here in game number 1, as Maxwell's going to take that one right on and will hold on for the whistle. But a game that looked like it might have been getting out of hand in that first period. North York responding well. 2 goals there in between goals for Saskatoon, but Broadfoot, that goal could be a big one. This time, very much the enemy of North York at this point in the matchup. Stefan, down low for Bernie. Bernie. Tied up down low, tried to center. That one just missed Petford. And now Lazarou couldn't get past Barry. Good work there from 23 in green as Avery Barry battling for it. Now it's pulled free. Paisley. It ends up on the stick of Lazarou. Here's Demi Lazarou for Paisley, knocked away by a back-checking Stefan. And now it's in the corner. Coming back is Bernie to dislodge that puck. Plays it up ahead for Petford. Petford to the line, did get it out. Delayed offside here. Van Sickle will sort of slash at it. Because of that, we'll get a whistle. 7:06 to go here in period number 3. First of 5 games for these 2 teams in the preliminary round. As mentioned, Saskatoon's got a date with the Quebec Region champions. Meanwhile, North York, they have the Atlantic champions tomorrow before turning their attention to Edmonton, Lloydminster, respectively, on day number 2. Is into the zone. Quick shot. Glove save made there by Sutter, and she snaps that one away. Face-off will be to the right of the goaltender here. As we'll keep an eye on the North York net. Not sure if there's a mindset of pulling the goaltender anytime soon. Might be more cases of if you can get one in the next couple of minutes, you might start to think about it, but obviously with goal differential being a factor in tournaments like this, you don't want to give Saskatoon that extra goal, and more importantly, you don't want to have that extra goal on your score line, but now a chance here anyway. Right into the zone. Pavlov couldn't get a shot away, tried to tuck it in on the backhand at the last second. Maxwell took that away. Mormon tied up. She held it in momentarily. Now McLean will pick it up and fire it ahead for Anastasia Tryfoot. Tryfoot in. That shot blocked by Duchesne. And now it's possessed by Saskatoon, stolen by Cruzel, trying to drive the net. And she's knocked off the puck by Duchesne. Good recovery there from number 11 as Mormon's got it. Nice pass ahead for Green. And down the ice comes Sadie Green. Green trying to dance her way past Victoria Cruzel, unable to do so, and now it's up in the air, knocked down by Duchesne, who will get an assist on the Broadfoot goal. I believe also got one on Colby Ash's opener earlier on in this game. Puck tied up, pulled free down low. Green trying to find Anderson. That'll go off a stick and down the ice as Stefan will go back to retrieve it. Stefan plays it ahead for Green as Sadie Green will start another rush. Backhand flip. Duchesne not quite up to speed there, so she'll go after it in the corner now. Van Sickle, nice edge work to get away from the check. Feeds it ahead for Paisley. Paisley checked by Stefan. She'll carry on though. Paisley, what a move! Backhand, scores! A beauty from Lily Paisley. And the Storm are back within 2 with just 4:56 to play in regulation. Second of the period for 22 in white. Showing off the hands on that one. Dancing her way through, tucking on the backhand side, and cutting the deficit from 5-2 to 5-3. And if you're of a North York persuasion, well, there's plenty of time on the clock. Lazarou, a shot fought off by Sutter. Good save there, as you have to think the pressure's going to be ramped up here for North York. Lazarou turning and shooting over top the goal. Played to the line. Paisley lets it go. Caught and held by Sutter as she will hold on for the whistle. Big time save here for Terrence Sutter. 29 on the game. And every shot on is going to be more and more important for Saskatoon as this one goes down the stretch. As we get into the final few minutes. It may only be day one, but you can feel how much both these teams want this game. Paisley in, put it across, trying to find Van Sickle, who jumped up into the play. Ends up on the near side corner. Now pulled free by Paisley, who's tied up by Carroll, and now Sutter going to make the save and hold on for the whistle. What an opener here in Lloydminster. Still 2 games left to come on day number 1. Coming up next, it is the Pacific Region champion Edmonton Junior Oilers, the defending bronze medalists from last year's event, as they will take on the Quebec champion. As that one blocked en route. Played up the wall, that one kept out. And then the nightcap, of course, Lloydminster, the hosts of the tournament, taking on the Atlantic champion Eastern Stars. Should be a full house for that one. 7 o'clock puck drop, as will be each and every one of the Lloydminster Steelers games. Of course, the hometown team getting that prime time start. Keeping an eye on the North York net as we come into the final 3.5 here. See if they look for the empty net for the extra attacker. Down low they battle, and it's on the stick of Andy McLean. Shouts of shoot there, but McLean elected to try and make a move, lost it to Steffen, and now a little bit of room for Saskatoon to breathe. Breakout's going to be paramount here. That one doesn't connect as Broadfoot could not pick it up. Van Sickle sends it back in. Blade up the ice. Saskatoon chipped to the line. It got out to center, and they're going to call that on the hand pass with 2:56 to go in period number 3. Face-off will come to the North York blue line. As a chat there, Van Sickle with the lines woman. As she knocked it down with her glove, and then Paisley was the first to touch it in the neutral zone. Of course, if that's in your own zone, well, no harm, no foul, play on. But now a chance for Saskatoon to get it in deep, maybe go spend a shift or two in the offensive zone, and that'll help as Maxwell forced to cover up with 2:48 to go in the third. Face off to the left of Maxwell. Face off one back by Paisley, who I would expect her, Lazarou, and Harding to see most of the last 2 minutes and 40 seconds as they look to claw their way back into this matchup. Now a chance at the side of the goal, stopped, rebound, cleared to the line, not out. Fry a shot. Oh, that one hit Duchesne in the back, and now Lazarou could have Paisley ahead of her, but couldn't get the pass ahead. Lazarou dancing her way through instead. What a move, Lazarou right in, turned aside, and we got a penalty coming up here. Paisley's got possession. Paisley looks, passes, Lazarou put it just wide. Those two connecting almost effortlessly throughout this game. You can tell the chemistry they've built over the course of the season as it's finally touched up by Saskatoon with 2:05 to go. And heading to the box will be Fry yet again. Her second penalty of the game. And this one in a crucial slot. Hooking going to be the call. And if this power play can strike, they're going to call their timeout. No surprise there, as North York head coach George Tryfon will call his timeout. We're going to draw up a play. We'll see if Maxwell stays on the bench or if she'll go to the crease. Shots 40-34 for Saskatoon. As this one coming down to the wire on day number 1. Who knows how this could affect things in just a few days' time. It's incredible how a game on a Sunday morning can impact what you need come Thursday night. Maxwell will go to the crease. We'll keep an eye on her. Power play to work here. McLean. Lazarou right off the draw, trying to take it to the net. Couldn't, but she gets it to Van Sickle. Van Sickle, a shot, scores! It took all of 6 seconds on the power play for the North York Storm to strike. It's Olivia Van Sickle who snaps it past Sutter. And just like that, with just under 2 to go, they trail by just the goal. And how big is that goal from Michaela Broadfoot looking now? Spoke with Lazarou after the second period. She said her goal was a set play that they do off the draw fairly regularly. It looked like that one might have been something similar. Had it roll off her stick, it found Van Sickle, who took the open ice that was given to her and made no mistake. Now we are into pressure cooker time as Paisley starts into the zone. 2 goals already for 22. What does she have in her locker? Is there a little last second magic? That pass intercepted, and now a chance for Duchesne to skate it out of harm's way. The pass was blocked by Paisley. Into the zone, 4-on-4, the shot towards the goal. Sutter makes the save, rebound is loose, and the backhand put just wide. Down low, North York battling for it. It's pulled free by Saskatoon, and now Duchesne can break out to center ice. Could be 2-on-1. Duchesne with Brassard. Duchesne shoots. Pad save made by Maxwell. Now Green going to try and tie it up down low as we approach the final minute of play. Duchesne with the steal. And now back into the neutral zone for Carroll. North York needs to get possession of this puck with 50 seconds to go. Duchesne will skate it in. Slows up. She's checked by DaCosta. And now it's Van Sickle. She's got possession, plays it ahead. Maxwell looks to the bench. She's going off. Extra attacker out there now for North York as they look to tie the game with less than 40 to go. Van Sickle fakes, shoots, blocked, and that one bounces wide of the net. Freeman's going to sit on that puck in the corner, tying it up for as long as she possibly can. It's pulled free by North York, tied up again though. This time Green's in there, 15 to go, pulled free. Cruzel in front, puck is loose. Cruzel still got it, a backhand stop, the rebound kept out as well by Sutter. It's still free, Harding's gonna let a shot go. Somehow Sutter makes the save. Carroll's gonna jam it up down low. One last chance for the Storm, but it won't go. And the Saskatoon Stars survive. They hold on for a 5-4 victory on day number 1. What a matchup to start the Esso Cup. But it is Saskatoon on the back of 4 first period goals and a third period marker from Michaela Broadfoot, along with 34 saves from Terrence Sutter. That keeps them in front as they take a 5-4 decision here on day number 1. North York battled all day long, but come up just short as they fall to 0-1 here on day number 1. As now 2 teams are going to shake their respective hands, along with the officials. A nice show of sportsmanship after an intense matchup here on day 1. And now they'll line up on their blue line, and we will get today's player of the game presentation. brief delay here on the player of the game presentations, as I believe the picks are being sent up to the PA announcer as we speak.
Hockey fans, please direct your attention to the sunrise for today's closing ceremony. The player of the game is presented by Snipe and Sully Sports Experts. Great deals and great selection. It's always worth the ride with us. The best player from each team will be awarded with a commemorative Every Child Matters hockey stick that symbolizes the struggles, pain, and hope of Canadian residential school survivors. The awards will be presented by Denise Allen, Wild Rose Platinum sponsor of the 2025 Esso Cup. Best player for Northwest Storm, Nemea Joel from Northwest Storm. Number 5, number 9, Demi Lazarou.
The captain, Demi Lazarou, named player of the game for North York. Got things started for them in the second period. It was a big part of their offensive output here on day number 1. As North York falling in their opener. The lessons learned here in Lloydminster. And they shift their attention to the Eastern Stars tomorrow afternoon at 3 p.m.
Player of the game for Saskatoon Stars, Joel Marial of Saskatoon Stars. Number 4, Mackenzie Petford.
Mackenzie Petford, player of the game for the Saskatoon Stars. Picked up a goal in this one. It was the third of the day in that first period. As the Stars hold on for that 5-4 victory, they now get the Étoile de Laurentide Lanaudière tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. As Saskatoon survives a 5-4 victory here on day number 1, as they move to 1-0, North York will fall to 0-1, and we'll look for a bounce back tomorrow. We'll step aside here from Lloydminster before coming back for an on-ice interview with the player of the game of Saskatoon, that being Mackenzie Petford, when we return to Lloydminster.
Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh! No. Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores!
HN Live Plus will also bring high-quality video production, video editing, and social media support to help grow your brand. Join the fastest growing sports streaming company in North America, HN Live Plus. Call today and showcase your content. Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh! No. Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores.
HN Live Plus will also bring high-quality video production, video editing, and social media support to help grow your brand. Join the fastest growing sports streaming company in North America, HN Live Plus. Call today and showcase your content.
A 5-4 Saskatoon Star victory here on day number 1 as they pick up their opening victory. We're joined by their player of the game, Mackenzie Petford, down at ice level. Mackenzie, what'd you make your team's performance here today?
I think we came out great as a team, and we knew that it was going to be a tough game. These are really good teams, but we came together and knew we had to do the little things best, and it got tight at the end, but we pulled out.
Yeah, what's the mindset down the stretch as you see the opposing team starting to come back? They cut the lead down to 1 with just about 2 minutes left, and then that last sequence in front of your own net. What's going through your mind as you're watching that unfold?
Yeah, I know it's a little bit nerve-wracking, but we just had to lock down the D zone, didn't have to worry about offense, and we knew that the little things mattered, and we needed to block shots, get in lanes, and not let them get any shots off.
Switching focus to your next game, you got another early one tomorrow, 11 a.m. You take on the Les Étoiles de Laurentides-Lanaudière, the Quebec region champions. What do you know about them from your pre-tournament prep, and what are you expecting out of your matchup tomorrow?
Yeah, we know they're a good team, and they're going to come out hard like every other team, but if we do what we do best, we'll do just fine, and we need to play together as a team.
All right, appreciate the time, Mackenzie. Congrats on the win. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Mackenzie Petford with the Saskatoon Stars, the player of the game here on day number 1, as the Stars pick up a 5-4 victory on their opener. That'll do it for us here on HNLive.ca. We'll be back in about an hour and a half or so, 3 p.m. Mountain Time, as the aforementioned Étoiles de Laurentides-Lanaudière will take on the Pacific Region champion Edmonton Junior Oilers. But for now, that's all for us here on HN Live. For my cameraman, Jordan Miller, my name is Zach Marks. For all of us with HN Live, thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you later on today for game number 2.
Join the HN Live family with its new video platform, HN Live Plus.
Oh! No. Oh, it's over! Whoa!
Not only will you get a platform with paywalls and copyright protection, but also 4K streaming at the lowest pricing with customer support.
Here comes Boyle on a breakaway. 5-hole scores.
HN Live Plus will also bring high-quality video production, video editing, and social media support to help grow your brand. Join the fastest growing sports streaming company in North America, HN Live Plus. Call today and showcase your content.